Welcome to my Hebrew channel, Miela Baraika, and today we're doing a study that's on the edge, Al Pi Medutav. This is from Psalm 133. Very interesting study. I would have to say that every time I look to Hebrew, I see something interesting. So here we'll get into this study as to what this exactly means for us, what it meant in ancient times, what it meant also. I'm going to make a connection also with the life of Jesus, and then also what it means for us even today. And we are looking at Psalm 133. It's a beautiful psalm, Psalm of Ascents, Shir HaMa'alot LeDavid, a song of the staircases. Ma'alot are staircases leading up, staircases that go up towards Jerusalem or towards the temple. And this one's dedicated also to David, and it's Shir Ma'alot David. I don't have this title translated in the English here. Behold, Hine, how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity. It's like the precious oil on the head, running down on the beard of Aaron, running down on the edge of his robes. It's like the dew of Hermon, which falls on the mountains of Zion. For there Jehovah has commanded the blessing, life forevermore, life to eternity. So in Hebrew, we'll just read it through here. Shir HaMa'alot LeDavid. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim agam yachad, shemen ha'tov al harosh yored al hazakan, zakan Aaron שיורד על פי מדותיו, כטל הרמון שיורד על אחרי זיון, כי שם שיבה יהוה את הברכה חיים ad ha'olam. So it's a song of ascents to David, and then Hine, that's behold, take a good look, hands outstretched and so forth. The hay here has that sense of hands outstretched. Take a good look here. Hine matov, how good. Matov. Matov is repeated here and then here too. This is the good oil, the good unity of the brothers. Hine matov uma naim, and how pleasant. Shevet. No, that's not a jet. Shevet Ahim, together, living together, being together, Ahim, brothers, Gam Yachad, as one, Gam Yachad, as a unity, as a unified body, brought together, living in unity. So, sense in unity, okay. Yachad means one, but something, one that has been brought together as a unity. Keshemen, it's like the oil, Hatov, good oil, Al Harosh, or on the head, okay? Harosh. Yored, descending, okay? Good. My mnemonic for remembering this word here, Yored, is Jordan, okay? The descending river, okay? Yored. Incidentally, Yored appears 3 times in our passage. You got Yored here, She Yored, and She Yored. So first it's descending on the beard, then it's descending on Aaron, and then it's descending. The dew is descending over the whole country from Hermon all the way down to Zion. So Yored al Hazakan. So this is descending on the beard. Sakan as an adjective means old. Sakan as a noun is the beard. Okay, Zakan, and Zakan appears twice here. Here's the first one, Zakan. Incidentally, Lama, the following line, invaded this line all the way to the top. The scribe loved standing out his. It's kind of like pointers. Like, hey, look at this one, and look at that one, and look at that one. Where there's room, he does it. Where there isn't, it's just sort of a shortened versions. It's here and there. They're shortened. Other places, they've got lots of stretch to them. So the lameds. So Hazakan, the beard. Zakan, the beard of Aaron. Sheyered, that descends. Okay, so we have the Shemen, and that Shemen, which is. Now, here's this she and that she are some of the very rare morphological uses of the sheen. Okay, you can take all of the consonants that Hebrew language uses, and some of them are extremely morphological. You got the matas lecciones, that's the yod he vav. You have tau, you have aleph for first person. In other words, each consonant has capacity to be involved in the morphological structure of a word. But there are other ones like ahad or had, chet or tet or rosh or resh, or there's other ones that just don't combine with other things to modify anything. So I call those fathers, and then the other ones are mothers, because they're the ones that can join up and do a lot of morphological work. So this is a very small morphological function of the she. Okay, we see it here, she and she. Take this yored, to descend, just add she on here and she on there. And think of it just as a very compact form of asher. Okay, asher, asher. So that's what she is doing here. Okay, yored, she yored, she yored. Okay, so zakan Aharon she yored al pi midutav. So this here is literally the mouth. Okay, al pi medutav. Medutav is the measured out robes. Okay, in Spanish I could say medidas. Okay, measured out, the robe that's there. It's plural do, medutav, robes of him. Whose robes belongs to Aaron here, of course. So al pi, on the mouth. Now, many translations, you can look up all the diverse translations in English. They just simply leave this one off. It's just a small minor detail or something they don't consider very important. Why would you have to mention the mouth of the robe? It sounds a little bit, it's a little bit strange. Mouth, however, does very much mean edge. We see it with al-pi-herav, the mouth of the sword. Okay? Pi-herav. So the sword, the pi-herav cuts and eats people. Okay, so P means the edge, the sharp edge of something, the edge of a sword, or the edge of Aaron's clothing here, his robes. So this edge has got a lot of importance to it, and we'll get further into study. This is where the tassels, which are the symbol of power and authority of the person, that's where those things are. And so it's what it's saying here, this oil descends from his beard, okay, also a symbol of age and power and authority, down to the bottom of the robes and all the way to the edge. And that edge is also a symbol of the power and authority of, in this case, Aaron, but anybody who has this a robe like that, those are symbols of his power. So Al-Pi Medutav. The next one, there are two pictures of, you have to sort of visualize Aaron standing there with his hair, his beard, and somebody has poured oil on him. Oil, of course, symbol of power, but also a symbol of healing. Okay, so, and we're going to get into the symbolic sense of those. And here, we probably don't see it much here. More a symbol of his power, but in the next story, we're going to look at the symbol of power and healing. Okay, that oil really has a lot of symbolism. Incidentally, in the next story, we won't have reference to oil, but we will have reference to the edge of the rope. Okay, Al-Pi Medutav, and then the next, there's a Siluk Sof Pasuk right here, so this verse ends right here. So you got that's the first verse here. Second verse ends here, and then the third verse begins right here. Ketal, as the dew, okay, the dew here. Tal, Hermon, Shered, Al Hachre, Sion. So when you see these two words, or these two mountains, they're both mountains, Hermon and Sion. Hermon's way up in the north, the tallest mountain in Israel, often covered with snow. In Israel, if you have a good car, you can go skiing in the morning on Mount Hermon, and you can go surfing off the coast of the Mediterranean coast in the afternoon. It's that kind of diversity of climates there. So you have Hermon. The dew of that mountain can extend all the way down, covering the entire country from north to south, all the way to Sion, all the way to Jerusalem. This is the citadel of Jerusalem. So, and then this is in the plural here, Hare Sion. So the mountains of Zion, the ones that are Mount Zion and whatever surrounding mountains there happen to be there as well. Okay? Hare Sion Ki Sham, because there Shiva orders Yehovah, Jehovah, Et Bercha orders the blessing, his blessing. Haim, what is that blessing? Haim ad haolam, life forevermore. So that's God's blessing upon those who trust in Jehovah, and those who live together in unity receive that blessing. We also receive the blessing of the good oil, the blessing of the dew of God spreading over us and provide. Dew only comes when the winds are calm, when things are peace. Okay, so the side of peace upon us. If you got wind, dew blows away. But if you have peace and calm, then of course it's a symbol of power and shalom of God over His people. So Alpi Medotav, on the edge of his robes, is a very important detail here. Many translations in English just tend to don't pay any attention to it. They just kind of chuck it out. I did find a translation that said the collar of his robes, but it's more the edge of the robe, the fine edge of the robe as it reaches the bottom. That's where the oil reaches, covers the whole thing, all the way from top to bottom, all the way from his beard to the very edge of his robes. So, and there's an interesting connection here with something that happens in the New Testament. We'll get to that. It's in Luke 8:43 and following, and then there was a woman suffering from bleeding for 12 years. Wow, she's been very, very sick for a long time. Blood flow, and she spent all she had on doctors, yet she could not be healed by any. She approached from behind, and she touched the tassel of his robe. This is of Jesus' robe. And the tassel is the edge of the robe. Incidentally, and you look back to the Greek, it's kradspedo. So this krads is power, okay? Source of power. So you have democracy or autocracy. So, same roots as krats, something that's got kradzo, something that's power. So the literal way, a really, really super literal way of translating this would be, she touched the power of his robe. What is the power of the robe? Well, it's the tassel, it's the edge. That's where the symbol of this man's power resided. And so instantly her bleeding stopped. And then Jesus asked, "Who touched me?" They all denied it. Peter said, "Master, the crowds are hemming you in. They're pressing up against you." "Somebody did touch me," said Jesus. "I know that power, dunamis, has gone out." I checked. I thought I'd see kradzo again, but no, it's dunamis. Power has gone out from me. And when the woman saw that she was discovered, she came trembling, fell down before him. In the presence of all the people, she declared the reason she had touched him and how she was instantly cured. Then, "Daughter," he said to her, "your faith has made you well. Go in peace." This is a very important aspect of what happened there. It isn't so much that robe, it isn't so much the tassel that's hanging there. It's the faith that we have in the power of Jesus and the power of God to heal us. So we come in faith, and sometimes we have to reach out and just touch and just sort of say, "Okay, Lord, I'm here. 12 years of wasted time and money and effort on many things, and it's not working. And now, please heal me. Please concede your power. Give me a portion of your power." And It's a tremendous petition. Jehovah, Jesus, is a source of power for us in our lives, and so there are times we certainly must come to Him and ask for that. And there are times the Lord most certainly answers, but the Lord always answers, whether it's yes or no. We know that the Lord answers our petitions. So may God bless and may God strengthen you. May God give you the power of healing also in this day. And you're on the edge, reach out, touch that edge, reach out to God and say, here I am, and heal me and kindly bring your blessings upon me. Now we see back in Psalm 133, what is that blessing? Life forevermore. Okay, that's Haim Le'olam. That's life forevermore. That's the blessing that Jehovah shares with us. So may God bless and may God strengthen you in this day. Till the next time.